Mississippi ranks last nationally in almost every indicator of health and well-being, but Mississippi ranks first or second in deaths due to heart disease, diabetes, and more recently, COVID-19. In a state already on the bottom, the outlook is especially grim for Black Mississippians and poor Mississippians. These health and wellness disparities didn't just pop up overnight. They have their roots in a government practice that stretches all the way back to the 1930s called redlining. During the Great Depression, the federal government pulled out maps and literally drew lines around communities the government deemed hazardous, noting infiltration of Blacks as a characteristic that lowered a neighborhood's value. The government then systematically denied those communities of federal resources and investments. The Black neighborhoods deemed hazardous on the redlining map of Jackson, Mississippi in 1932 are the same communities that today have the highest rates of diabetes, obesity, and high blood pressure. These are also the same communities that have the most limited access to healthy foods, neighborhoods without grocery stores, where residents have few choices other than junk food from the gas station or a corner convenience store. These food deserts might not seem to have any connection to a celebrity chef, but it was on the front lines of the fight against food scarcity that the Mississippi Center for Justice connected with Chef Nick Wallace. Nick is known nationwide for his appearances on the Food Network's Chopped, Cutthroat Kitchen, and Fire Masters. Nick is also a spokesperson for national brands like Dole, Pepsi, and the former Uncle Ben's rice, now rebranded as Ben's Original Rice. He recently opened the Nissan Cafe by Nick Wallace at the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum, and he's been named the best chef in Mississippi. Despite his success, Nick has never forgotten his roots. He grew up in rural Edwards, Mississippi. When his family's garden couldn't produce enough food, the family relied on SNAP benefits, food stamps, to fill the gap. Nick understands that access to healthy food isn't just a wellness issue, it's a social justice issue. Through his nonprofit, Creativity Kitchen, Nick goes into Jackson public schools and works with their cooks to enhance school menus. For many Jackson public school students, school meals are their only meals of the day. Nick thought these children deserved a meal that was both healthy and delicious. And as he put it, he enjoyed the challenge of getting creative with a chicken nugget. Nick has partnered with Black farmers to help them find new markets for their crops, helping these small farmers earn a living and getting healthier food onto more Mississippi tables. Nick is the first chef and the first Mississippian to join the National Board of Hunger Free America, a nonprofit that fights food insecurity. As Nick told MCJ, "I want to help people, and my ability is in feeding people. If I were a mechanic, a lot more people would be driving cars." For his work in using the culinary arts as a vehicle for social justice, the Mississippi Center for Justice is privileged to recognize Chef Nick Wallace. Nick couldn't be with us as he spent the last 2 months filming a top secret project in a top secret location. Chances are that project will be another opportunity for Nick Wallace to use his talents to feed more Mississippians.